So, yeah, I'm a little nervous about this one. I just want it to work out so badly. Remember Brock? According to him, he had it all. He was the football star, homecoming queen, football scholarship to college.
King.
Girl, what'd I say? Queen? You probably wouldn't appreciate me saying queen.
You're trying to find him a queen, though.
Homecoming king, yeah. Trying to find him his queen. He had it all. Then one day, it all changed in like a second. He got hit by a drunk driver, and his whole life changed. After many surgeries, he said, physical therapy, and just a long road, he's happy to be alive, happy for a second chance at life and love, and he asked for our help. So he's the nicest guy, don't you guys think?
Mm-hmm.
Alicia, I think, is a great match for him. She is the sweetest. She works in child welfare, always wanting to help people. She's also no stranger to hard times. Remember, she lost her dad to cancer, which was really sad. She was a teenager when it happened, but it brought her family closer together. They both seem tight with their families because his family kind of helped him through all this. So, all right, here we go.
Now that you did all that and said it, now I feel like the pressure is on.
I know.
You have to give them a happy ending.
I know. So we're going to find out what happened when they went out. I'm going to bring him on first. Hey, Brock, can you hear me?
Hey, Chris. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good. I thought about you, I'm not even kidding, all weekend long. So, how was it? Did you have a good time?
I did, yeah.
Okay, but you sound a little hesitant.
Yeah, kind of hesitant. I don't know what to think about the night. It was fine, though.
So you had a good time? Like, what did you do?
We went out to eat, and then we went to a comedy show. Don't get me wrong. We had a really good time. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound too hesitant. I don't know exactly how to read her.
Do you mean you don't know whether she had fun or whether or not she likes you?
Or was she just kind of being nice to me because she felt sorry for me, that kind of thing. It's kind of hard to explain. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's my insecurities getting the best of me, I think. She just had this look in her eyes that people give me sometimes that says like, oh, this poor guy, and she's really sweet, so I don't know.
I gotcha. Obviously you told her what happened before you went out?
I did,
okay.
A little bit. I didn't want to get into too much of it, but when we met, she was asking me a little more detail on stuff. I don't mind talking about it. It is who I am now, and she just had this pity face on. I don't know. I'm not sure how she feels about continuing this or not.
But wait though.
Sweet.
When you were telling me about your accident for the first time, I was probably the same way. I felt so sorry for you, but I also think that you're a really cool guy. I mean, maybe it was just because it was the first time she was hearing it,
Maybe you're right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what was the date like? Tell me what the date was like.
She's great. Honestly, she's probably one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
Aw, good. So did you guys have a lot to talk about?
We definitely did. She's really outgoing, smart, very interesting to talk to. We actually had a lot in common. She's very, very pretty. I told you that after dinner we went to a comedy show. We laughed for hours. She has a really, really great sense of humor. I had a really good time. I honestly haven't had that much fun in quite some time.
See? Then what's the problem? I don't see any problems. I see a second date.
Yeah, I mean, that would be really nice. I don't know how much she's into me, if at all, and I also don't want to set myself up to get hurt. I don't know, she might want to go out with me again, but how long is she really going to want to stick around with my appointments and everything?
Oh, come on.
I don't know. I like her, I do. She made me feel so good, and ever since we went out, I've been smiling, and I don't know. Maybe I guess I'm guarded a little bit. I don't know.
You need to let yourself be happy.
You're right. I've heard that before. It's a little easier said than done.
All right. You know what? We're going to put you on hold. You hold on. We're going to go see what she had to say about the night, and then we'll come back to see if you guys are going to go out again. And I think you really need to think about this. Like, if it was as good as you're saying, you really should not pass this up.
Well, let's just see what she says first, and we'll go from there.
All right. Fair enough. Hold on. Ugh.
Crap.
Ah.
I had a feeling this might happen. I'm a little upset that his insecurities got the best of him.
He's just nervous, I think.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, like she only went out with me because of this, and she feels bad for me. Dude, you deserve happiness.
I agree. Let yourself be happy. He
no.
seemed more nervous this morning than he did on Friday.
Agreed.
Don't you think?
Agreed.
I think so, because I think he experienced the date and now he's just all in his head about it. That's what it's coming down to. And like I said a few days ago, remember he kept saying like, oh, my face looks different and I'm curious to see how she's going to, what she's going to see, how she's going to take it. And he's letting, like we keep saying, and like he's saying too, he's letting his insecurities get the best of him.
He admitted it. But he can't let this ruin something good, though.
But on the other side of the coin, he also knows that it's him doing it to himself, that it's all in his head. So if he just relaxes a little bit, maybe if he could kind of hear where she's coming from, her side of the date, it could help him maybe solidify the second date.
It sounds like they had fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what she says.
And
I'm
plus,
like really nervous about it.
if they met for the
He's been
first
smiling
time,
ever since he went out with her.
I know.
That's
I just
cute.
know that like when guys are insecure, like it makes girls really nervous. You're like, okay, you're not having a good time. Like, what's going on? So I hope that she didn't really notice that much and she had a good time.
but also, how is
Yeah.
she going to react if they're getting to know each other?
Right.
And such a big part of his story is his recent
Of course.
accidents.
I agree.
What is she going to be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I want chicken fingers. And hey, do you want a margarita? Like, she can't blow past it.
Right.
And wouldn't she seem like a horrible human being if she never reacted
If she
properly
didn't seem
to
a
it?
little, like, empathetic.
Yeah,
you know?
what if she started laughing at that? Like, oh my God, he played football and you don't anymore? So, yeah, he knows he's getting the best of himself here.
All right, well, she's coming up in a few minutes. So we were just talking to Brock about the blind date with Alicia, and it did sound like they had a good time. Would you guys agree?
Definitely.
He, though, is a little insecure. Not a little. He's a lot insecure.
Yeah.
Understandably, he was in a bad car accident, that left his life completely different. He's adjusting, looking for love. And I just, he even said it. He's worried about getting hurt. I get it. But it sounds like they really hit it off. So I don't want him to lose this opportunity either. So let's bring her on, hear what she has to say about it. Hey, Alicia. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Chris.
So how was it? Did you and Brock get along?
Oh, we totally got along. He's a pretty amazing guy. I mean, obviously, what he's been through. God, I felt so bad for him as he was telling me this story. But his outlook on life is so positive, and he's determined to live his best life. I loved every second I spent with him.
Really? He is so worried that you were just pitying him on the date. He's so insecure. I feel really bad.
Pitying him? No. I mean, when he was telling me the story, of course. I mean, I felt awful for what he'd been through, but who wouldn't? But honestly, that was it. We didn't dwell on it. I thought we had a great time. We had dinner. We had lots to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cute
Aw.
and funny, and a sense of humor is extremely important to me. For a guy to have a great sense of humor, of course, yeah. And then we went to see a comedian, which is perfect, and we laughed pretty much all night.
That's what he said too. So I'm just curious though. He makes it seem like he looks like he's been in a bad accident. Like, does he? I think that's what freaks him out a little bit is his appearance.
He is perfect. I mean, he walks with like a little bit of a limp, but it's really not that noticeable. He has a few scars, but I don't know. I feel like they make him cuter.
You are the sweetest. All right, you know what? You hang on. We're going to bring you both back on in a few minutes to see if there's going to be a second date, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Hold on a second. Is she on hold?
She is.
All right. We need to convince him to go out again with her.
See, we should have never had them come on separate. I feel like we almost needed to have like Brock in the background to hear this, like on a
Exactly.
three-way
Yeah.
call,
Exactly.
because there is nothing to fear, and I
No.
feel like he believes that this is too good to be true.
Yep.
But this is true, and It's better than good.
I agree with you. I think he's like, oh, this can't be happening.
No,
to me.
Right.
It's
I don't
too
deserve
good.
this. No. He's just so used to, I guess, like the horrible luck he's experienced and like all the craziness that's been in his life, that something like this that is just so easy and just nice and just like, it's a hole in one that he just, nothing works for him like that.
When you don't feel great about yourself, it's hard to imagine other people feeling great about you.
Of course, yeah.
So I think that's where he is right now. But he needs to embrace this. She
Yeah.
is the sweetest.
I just don't want her to get upset because she, like we were like, oh, he thought you were pitying him. I just don't want her to get upset and be like, what? Like, and get all defensive.
She did a little bit. She was
Yeah,
like,
'cause
what?
she was like, I did not. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't want her to get defensive and then,
No, she didn't though. I mean, like she did it for like a split second, but then she was talking about how great he was. So we don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that.
I think you're right, Adam. I think once he realizes how she feels, he'll feel better.
Yeah,
I hope.
Alicia sees Brock for who Brock is. She doesn't see his scars overpowering him. She doesn't see that, the way he walks
Yeah.
is something like she's not focusing on those
She
things.
probably wouldn't have even brought it up unless I did.
Exactly. She didn't.
No.
She is saying that he's perfect. She's not focusing on his insecurities the way
God.
he is.
I love these two. I love these two.
Do you want to get married? We'll pay for your marriage.
I hear wedding bells. I do. All right,
Slow
so
it down.
Let me open the
Slow
phones.
it down.
I really want you to call me. Am I in like fairy tale land here? Is this a good thing or no? 609-243-WPST. Don't you think we should convince him to go out again? 800-248-9778. Or you can shoot us a text with your name on it, 44928. So we were hearing about the blind date that Brock and Alicia went on. Brock was the one who was in the bad car accident, but so happy to have a second chance at life and looking for love, wants it all back again. He had it once. And now he's healing. He's been through surgeries and physical therapy and all kinds of stuff. So looking for somebody, obviously, understanding, sweet, kind, nice. We found her. Alicia is the best, don't you think?
And he knows it too. You don't have to convince me. We need to convince Brock about
I
this.
know.
Because just what you said, he knows what Alicia is,
Yeah.
the person that she is.
And now he's like freaking himself out, I think.
Because he had a great time with her.
And I'm so scared he's going to run the other direction because he doesn't think he deserves it, but he does. He needs to just let it happen.
He needs to just admit it to himself, honestly.
She called him perfect. That his scars made him perfect. Oh my God. I have chills. All right, let's go to the phones because we've got Anthony on the line. And Anthony has apparently been in Brock's shoes. Hey, Anthony, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
So were you in an accident too?
Yes, I was in an accident at work about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And, I almost feel uncomfortable because as we drive to school every morning, we listen to the relationship ones, my daughter and I.
Mm-hmm.
And when you started to tell the story, she was staring at me, and she said, "Dad, you see, you're not the only one."
Aw.
So as I listen, I realized that Adam is right. At first I thought it wasn't insecurities, but after I heard her speak, I think he needs to understand that she's very rare. I've lost my job when this happened. I lost my marriage. Luckily, I'm with my child, obviously still, but you lose so much, and you're used to loss almost every day of your life.
Yeah.
And dealing with adversity.
Yep.
That you become a habit to it. You become a slave to it. And when somebody actually treats you like you're not special,
Yeah.
or you're not injured or disabled,
You don't know what to do, right?
you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And all I can say to her is tell him that. Tell him to his face, because right now he's like you said, thinking about this person, and he's probably so happy to finally meet somebody, and it is such a step for him. I wish I could.
Yeah.
I wish that someday I meet someone like that, because it'll catapult me to the next stage of my life. And if he opens himself up to her, in my opinion, and she tells him exactly, it doesn't bother me. I don't
Right.
care about any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
They need to talk.
She's the key.
I know. I agree with you. And I think because it was the first date, they haven't had these real serious talks yet. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
And I think
yeah.
it's to come. I think we
Yeah.
have to remember it was a first blind date.
And I hope Brock heard
You know?
what Anthony had to say too, because
Yeah.
it's like they know who they are. They know what they deserve, and they deserve happiness, and they deserve love. And that's what someone just texted in. It said, I was with someone who was so insecure in the beginning. He went through a lot in the past. She just had to remember that it's not her. She just had to keep reminding him,
Yeah.
like, I'm here to stay.
Right.
I'm going to show you how loved you are. and eventually the insecurity will fade.
We have to convince him.
But again, like I'm saying, a lot of nice positive things are coming on through text. This is from Diane. It says, great job. He's been smiling all weekend. Why do you have to convince him to go out again? He knows it's like, it's perfect for him.
I feel like I need to because I feel like he's not convinced that this is the thing for him.
But no, deep down inside, he knows he's got something good.
He's
just
he
scared of it.
Ruin it for himself.
I don't think he has just yet. And this is from Tony. We talked to her a couple days ago. She goes, oh my God, I called it on Friday. She is an angel sent from heaven. This is beautiful.
Love it.
And other people are saying, best match you have ever done. Crying again.
All right. So we got to convince him to take a chance here. Even though he's uncomfortable, this could be, I think, and I know you guys think it too,
so worth it.
A really good thing. All right. Let's bring them back on, both of them. Brock and Alicia, can you guys both hear me? Brock?
Hi, yep, I can hear you.
I'm here too.
There you are.
Hi, Brock. I had a really fun time with you.
Hi, Alicia. Yeah, you did. I'm glad to hear that.
I would really love to go out again if you'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? I mean, please don't feel like you have to go out with me again just because you feel sorry for me or because this is on the radio or anything like that. You don't have to feel pressured. I saw the way you looked at me, you know.
She did not look at you like that. Tell him.
Yeah, what do you mean looked at you? How did I look at you? I was looking at you because I think you're cute.
You are so cute, Alicia.
Come on. Yeah, don't be silly. I wouldn't say I wanted to go out again unless it was true. So does this mean that you want to go out with me again?
I mean, yes, I definitely want to go out with you again.
Yes.
All right, here we go. See, you're worth it.
You. I was going to hit you, Brock, if you didn't agree to this.
Maybe don't go say that.
I was going to hit you over the head like, come on, wake up. I love this. I really do love this.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I'd kick your butt at bowling this weekend, Brock.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll see about that.
See, plans already being made.
Look at that. All right, you guys hold on a second, but we're so happy for you. Keep this going.
Oh, well,
thank you so much, guys.
All right, you're welcome.
Did you hear how happy they were finally? It's like a huge thing has just been relieved. He's like smiling.
nice.
Doesn't he sound so different now that he heard her say those things?
Yes.
I have chills. Look, I have chills. I love these two.
Want to get hooked up? Email crew@WPST.com and then listen for Chris and the Crew's Blind Date. Friday mornings at 7:15 on 94.5 PST.